Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. We're going to be working on getting the next 5 endings, because then there's only going to be one left, and that's that 4-hour one I mentioned at the end of the last one. So let's just go ahead and get right into this.
Stanley had never seen the office this bright.
And that's interesting.
Was it
That's
a
new.
sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Okay, and now when we get to the staircase, we just got to go downstairs.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be.
God, everything's going red.
Who am I? Who am I?
Oh boy.
And everything went black.
Oop.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Rip. Okay, so that was ending with 13?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
And that's reversed.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Because
the memo.
usually it's this way, but now it's this way. Interesting. I like how all the tiny little things change in this game.
When Stanley came to
Anyway,
a set of
I'll
two
cut forward to the
doors,
next one.
he-
So yeah, this is where we want to be. And then we want to try to do... Come on.
Here's the door.
There we go. Okay. So then we just gotta walk all the way back. Yep, we gotta walk all the way back to the beginning of the office. Then you have to open this door. I don't know why it even closed. Oh, and now it's returned back to its original positioning there. Wait, what? I think this ending broke. Because you're supposed to be able to... Supposed to be able to go through this door. You're supposed to go back to your office. Alright, hold on, I gotta try this one again. Give me a second, guys. Okay, now I think this is gonna work because this door isn't closed. And that one's open. Yep, okay, and then this one over here is open now. This is where we wanted to go. You are now leaving. And this is going to take a while, so I am probably just going to go ahead and cut forward. But you're just going up a bunch of stairs repeatedly. And it just kind of gets progressively darker and darker and darker as you go up the stairs. And that's the other reason I'm going to cut is because I have to try to navigate my way through this because it gets so dark. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it on my screen. So I'm probably just going to be stumbling in the crap. Like, see, I can't even see this right now. Okay, here we go. Floor 760, escape pod launch bay. Escape. There it is. The escape pod. Oop. And yeah, that was literally all there was to that one. People have theorized that that one's like an unfinished ending. Because there was something about the files where, like, apparently the narrator was supposed to actually be active, but he was then disabled. So now there's a theory that that was supposed to be an ending and it was just unfinished and left in the game for some reason. But anyway, so now we finished all the left door endings. Now we can go through the right door again. There's a couple, there's a short one that I can do. Then there's like a medium length one, like an average length one, then there's a longer one.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Okay, so first off...
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
Woohoo!
Whoops.
Nope.
Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
But yeah, so that one was literally just a variation of the powerful ending, which is the one where you just jump off the ledge altogether. Anyway, so now we're gonna do the average length one, and then I'm gonna check the time on this video and see if we have the time for the longer one. And if we don't have time for the longer one, then I'll just do it and it's on a separate video, and then I'll do the 4-hour one as well, and a separate video after that.
Wow.
Okay, here you go.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do the... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone?
Yep.
Now, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white.
You lying ass motherfucker.
The phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Hell no, I'm not doing that.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis
Now suddenly the
is the
subtitles
best
look that's
part
weird.
to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Oh
Welcome
shit.
back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay then. Up. He really put a fence on this.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
Oh, you think?
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Yeah, but now we just gotta backtrack all the way back to the 2 doors. I'm probably just gonna go and start cutting at this point until he...
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
No, no, I guess I'm not cutting because I'm
Now
just gonna
remember,
wait until
all
there's
you
more
need to
dialogue.
do
But
is
nope.
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now, I believe either way, no matter what you do, it's gonna end up with the same kind of ending. But I like going back to the right door because it's hilarious.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
If I go back. No, yeah, you literally have to go back through the left door again. Yeah, because this whole room is just broken now.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
No. Don't do
I
it.
have to.
No, don't do it. Yeah. Alright, we're still here. Cool.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Okay, then.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as
It just
Stanley would.
resets when you do that now.
means choosing responsibly
Okay.
and always putting the
Alright, we'll go
story
left first.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And so you literally have to go left now for this one.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find a...
Can't even go down the stairs.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I think it's kind of cool how he has also pretty much reread every single line. Oh. Oh, now it's different. And now it's the logo of the game.
Inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Yeah, you can't talk, though. So I don't know how that works. I mean, obviously, I know how that works. It just doesn't.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Just imagine if this actually had a mic attachment for the game, and you could actually say Night Shark 115, and it worked.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Ooh, or just imagine, like, if in the what is it, the Ultra Deluxe edition of the game,
fine,
they add
you're not
this.
gonna do it,
They
but you
expand
know
on this
what?
one.
It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
Does he, though?
If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
What the?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, you can kind of see his face, and it's also kind of like low res looking.
Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The end.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Oh, nothing there. It's just sad. Okay, yeah, I'm only about 30 minutes into recording this, so we're fine.
Were gone. What could it mean?
We'll go ahead and do this one.
Stanley
And I actually, now that I think about it, I think this one
Stanley took the
is
first open door on his left.
this ending. I don't think we had done this yet, because I think this is the ending.
Detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
The broom closet's not even over there. I don't think it was actually supposed to be anything, but never mind.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Okay.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear. will you
You're a
hold on
dick,
for
sir.
minute, please?
Can you just come on?
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Wait. So where would that door go then? Why is it even there? It doesn't open? Wow. Uh-oh.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole
I just
story
noticed
is
that.
completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Wait, no.
This time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay.
Pirate.
From the top.
Fired. There's some that said fired and some that said there was one that said pirate. Like, what the heck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Aha.
When Stanley...
Wait.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monsters?
What would I have changed?
Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Okay. So at this point, we're just kind of walking through doors now. So I'm just gonna cut when he talks again.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And now there's no doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Whatever you say, Nullador. Huh. There's a bit of ceiling missing in that room.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait.
Nope.
Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I was because we just turned left like 4 times.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Ooh.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Ooh. Interesting. Well, you're the boss. You told me to follow the line, so I'm gonna follow the line. Wait, can I actually just, like, go off course and go start heading back this way? Oh, nope, there's no doors here.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay. Whatever you say, pal. Adventure line away!
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Ooh. Whoa. Huh. And now we're just back to here anyway. Interesting.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Yeah, that's a lie. It's not important, so we'll just go.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh no.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Ooh. A new path. Interesting.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
Uh-oh.
What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
We're just in a circular room with no hope of getting out. Wonderful. Cool. Oh, wait. There's a new path. And we're back here. Oh, wait. Or did I actually just, like, turn around? Was I literally just supposed to keep walking in circles there? I didn't realize that was supposed to keep going. Okay, then. Bro, dude, she says they need to do a freaking boundary break on this game. See how this is all supposed to work, because this is actually pretty interesting. I need to suggest that to him.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Okay.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending.
Either way, I would have
You're
just
telling
listened to
me
here.
That's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Good
That's
lord.
really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
And that will be the end of this video. There's only one ending left. Other than, I guess, again, the 8 ending, but I don't remember how you're supposed to get to that one. I could probably look it up and do it as like a starter for the next one. And then focus on doing the 4 hours thing, but, yeah, that is the end of this video. Yeah, I'm honestly out of stuff to say here. Guess just, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, comment what you enjoyed about it, or just, you know, anything really. Subscribe if you haven't already, and, you know, ring the bell to be notified when I upload a new video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then.